Do you ever notice how everyone praises that go-getter, that hustler, the one that never stops, the one that's always grinding, and the one that like really can't sit still? Yeah, and I used to hear a lot of that, and I still do. But here's what no one ever asks: how is that go-getter doing? Not what they're doing. How are they doing? How are they doing mentally, spiritually? Inside of the stillness, inside of the silence of it. Because I promise you, the ones who look like they got it all together, they might be the ones most alone in the room, in all honesty. Not because they feel broken or anything, it's because they got nothing left to give that's really for themselves. You get praise for showing up for everybody, but the moment you pause, the world wonders, like, what the hell is wrong with you? Why aren't you posting? Why haven't you dropped the video? Why are you being quiet today? Why are you not engaging as much? Because peace doesn't need to announce itself, it needs to be protected. Always protect your peace. But people disturb it anyways. Do you ever just feel the stillness in the air? Like for that moment, everything feels like completely aligned, like that energy, that type of good feeling. And then someone walks in with like a loud ass mouth, some bad energy. Feels like they got an agenda or like a rush, complaint, or just like a very loud presence. And they disturb like the whole environment, the whole vibration, the whole thing. You didn't just imagine it, it was really real. Because we live in a simulation where everyone's reacting to a script they didn't write. And if you don't know your own lines, you'll start playing roles that aren't even yours to begin with. And let me say it again. If you don't know your own lines, you'll play a part that was never written for you. Wake up. Talk to your higher self. Even if you don't believe me, talk anyway. Because you're not here just to clock in, burn out, and repeat. You're not here to overperform for people who under care about you. You're not here to be everyone's emergency contact when no one answers your calls. You're here to wake up, to show up to your own life, to ask yourself, who the hell am I without a job, without a title, without the praise? Because you are not your productivity, you are not your output, you are not a battery for other people's comfort. You are a soul in a body on a one time ride through a place where most people think it's real until it's too late. And me, I'm just here talking to you from the mic, not because I have to, it's because you need to hear this. Do you ever wonder why you're so damn tired even when you slept 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hours sometimes? Maybe it's not even your body. It's the weight that you carry that no one sees. The pressure to hold it down. The expectation you never asked for. The unspoken rule of being the very strong one. Of being the strong one. But let me ask you this: who holds you down while you're doing everything else, holding everyone else down? Who checks in on you when you're the one always checking in? Because I know what it's like to be the one who can't fall apart. So everyone else doesn't fall apart as well. Do you ever get like the feeling you're being judged in silence? You know what I mean? Like the second you stop pouring out, people assume that you've really changed. Like, nah. Sometimes you're just tired of pretending you don't feel it, you know? Sometimes the quietest version of you is the realest, and then that's okay. Let me be let me be honest. What they never told you in school. What they never told you in school. Burnout isn't a weakness, it's evidence that you've been running on empty for too long. You're not lazy, you're drained, you're not being antisocial, you're being heavily guarded and you're having your walls up. You're not emotionless. You're just learning that not everyone deserves access to your soul and to your emotions and feelings. And look, I definitely get it. Like, you don't want to quit. I get it. You just want to breathe without like the weight on you. I get that 100%. But you just want someone to say, you ain't got to prove anything today, you know? So I'll just say it really for you. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to slow down. You're allowed to just be of existence. You're allowed to just be with no justification, with no apology, and with no guilt. This world tries to sell you lies that if you're grinding, you're losing. If you're not posting, you're invisible. And if you're not being productive, you're irreplaceable. But I will tell you this as someone in the simulation with you, your worth is not tied to your output, and your soul's voice is louder than the world's voice. If you slow down long enough to hear it, though, that's the key, the stillness part. Most people never meet their higher selves because they never shut up long enough to listen. So I'll leave you with this. Next time peace walks into a room, do not disturb it. Sit with it. Listen to what it's trying to tell you, because the stillness you're trying to run from, maybe that is the only thing that can save you. People numb themselves with weed, uh, phone applications, pornography, fake friendships, even temporary pleasures, and then they wonder why they feel empty. It's because the numbing does not heal you, it just delays the collapse of it. And that's why I stopped running from that pain. I just started studying and sitting in it. Every breakdown I've had has taught me more than any teacher or any job or any podcast I've had. Because that pain is the only voice that does not lie to you. It tells you something that's very wrong. It tells you you're not where you're supposed to be. It tells you the people around you are not feeding your soul, they're taking away from it. But we ignore it, we scroll, we smoke, then we sleep it off, and then we wake up even further from ourselves and the truth. And let me tell you what woke me up. I started asking better questions, but not why is life so hard, but who benefits from me being distracted, exhausted, and obedient. Think about it. If you stay stuck in survival mode, you'll never question the system. And if you're always tired, you'll never have the time and energy to break free. So you're constantly entertained, you'll never search for a deeper meaning. And that's exactly how the simulation stays in control. That's why I started speaking up. Not because I have it all figured out, it's because most people don't realize they're asleep. I'm 20 years old, working a job that most people cannot do. Living for the weekends, think about it like that. People smoking to cope, scrolling to escape. Somewhere deep inside, you know you were way more meant for better things. And you were meant to have those things all along. I'm not here just to sell you like a fake dream. I'm here to remind you not to forget. Don't let the world convince you that being numb is completely normal. You were not born to clock in, nod your head, stay silent, and die. You're born to feel, to shake the system, to love with your chest, to talk to your higher self like it's your best friend. Not some imaginary voice you silence with distraction. So the next time someone says, "Why are you being quiet? Why are you so intense? Why don't you just take a chill pill or be chill?" You look at them in the eye and say, "It's because I'm awake." You were not meant to blend in. You were meant to shift energy by just being in the room. So talk your talk, protect your peace. Don't water you down yourself so they can swallow you easier. And if you're tired of just carrying everything in silence, just know this. The real people and the real ones feel you, even when you say absolutely nothing. We hear you.